Ahoy there! I'm Captain Klutch, a variety gaming streamer on Twitch, and like most of you, I've been nearly consumed by Arc Raiders. For almost 4 months of my life has been absorbed by the beauty, wonder, and pain that is contained in this massive accomplishment. With consistent updates and exciting content, what's not to get excited for? Well, after watching the teasers for the Flashpoint update, we may be getting a new anti-arc weapon. But in response to shredders also being unleashed onto the rest of the Rust Belt. And on top of that, a potentially new flying arc threat.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have arcs with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
So with 2 expeditions under my belt, I thought it was a good time to share some survival tips in hopes of helping anyone intimidated by the current and upcoming state of player versus environment. Now, I have nothing against good old PvP, but this video is focusing primarily on how to deal with the growing intensity of Arc coming topside. Lesson 1. PVE and Arc Basics. First real tip is to breathe. There's a lot of stressful elements in Arc Raiders. Even the coziest lobbies can get deadly in the last 10 to 5 minutes of any server. Remember, it's just a game, take breaks, and be reassured the sun has not exploded yet. The audio design in this game is truly unmatched. Knowing when and what is approaching you goes a long way. Even if you can't distinguish between the arc, sometimes split-second evasion keeps you alive. But when you have to fight, there's plenty of tools of war we can use in battle. As deadly as all arc can be, they offer brief openings to strike or widen the gap during their disadvantage. For example, even before the hurricane event, flying drones are always sweeping and swaying in the air. Whether it's chasing down a fellow raider or lining up their shots, these are the moments that can change entire arc engagements. Small arc are purposely expendable, being the most common, reckless, and have no armor, exposing their white shells. Medium arc have black and gray armor that can visibly peel off from severe damage. The large arc have weak points exposed between their armor, which universally appear as yellow joints and canisters. So, do the gamer thing. Shoot to go boom. Just like the in-game lore, Arc are quite literally artificial intelligence, designed with real machine learning, which not only makes them smart enough to navigate obstacles, but presumably track and adapt to our every move. But fret not, for the answer to our nightmare prayers is right under our noses.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Lesson number 2. Hullcracker Basics. The Hullcracker is the first grenade launcher in Arc Raiders. Its explosive rounds only trigger on arc impact and are best for ripping apart armored units or making quick work of smaller threats. The blueprint is obtained through the Major's Footlocker quest, or you can buy 1 per day for around 30k from the gun trader TN Wen. The ammo is also cheap, and it's easy to craft if you're scavenging the right places. The Hullcracker is a 5-round pump-action, manually reloaded grenade launcher. It has an increased fire rate and durability when upgrading from 1 all the way to 4. There's 2 attachment slots for a grip and a stock. Green is preferred, and you can craft and buy them pretty easily. With this being a PVE only weapon, definitely bring a secondary you're comfortable with. The Hullcracker is reasonably light, with common go-tos like Silenced Anvil or Renegade to deal with smaller arc or shifty rats. Also, bring grenades to complement your situation. For example, controlled explosives like impact, snaps, trigger, and seeker grenades can minimize the splash damage to other raiders, whereas less predictable explosives like fire, heavy fuse, deadlines, or trailblazers can do a lot of damage to everyone. Timing your shots really count when bullet velocity physics apply. Banking your shots can reach a decent range, but choose your targets wisely. Most damage will be absorbed into Ark's armor, but also penetrates through their frames as it rips off parts and limbs in glorious fashion. If you can't get around the exposed parts of Ark's armor, aim directly for any drone's jets. If you miss the drone's center mass or sweet spot, indirect hits can still tear it in half, combusting and plummeting to the ground. For large Ark, the yellow gamer cans cause severe damage, and with enough suppression, can visibly stun the walking Ark momentarily. The primary use for the Hullcracker is to take out the Titanus Ark, also plaguing the topside. Its armor penetrating effect is very satisfying when damaging the Queen, Matriarch, and even Leapers, which gives you a sense of where its true purpose lies. Lesson 3. Parkour Tips. If it wasn't obvious, this game rewards awareness of one's surroundings, and those last-minute dodges can make for a short or long raid. Even evading pops simply by jumping onto a table or a window, as well as with drones and large Ark, as maneuvering between cover will keep you from getting bottlenecked or trapped. Also seek out opportunities to hide and wait out the aggression of some Ark if you're getting overwhelmed. Poking Ark from a window or doorway, what I call slugging it out, can be very effective for your budget and survivability. Just be wary of drawing attention of more Ark and other raiders' crossfire or betrayal. Using a Hullcracker makes this process much faster, especially if you're found on cozy servers. Its thunk sounds like a PVE battle cry, similar to the legendary laser fire. Take advantage of your third-person camera to get a beat on your target's movement for better plans of attack and avoiding theirs. Lesson 4. What's coming? Dun dun dun. When the Shredders first released on Stella Montis, my good friend Cozy Entropy and I took to them with the same fervor of little kids quite literally hucking rocks at a beehive. A couple months later, Shredders get a big boy buff, making them faster, smarter, and somehow angrier. As long as you get the jump on them, from overhearing their thrusters or chirps echoing through the halls, there's still plenty of space to evade, poke, and even bait their attack to keep them almost stationary. With the additions of fireflies and comets in the Hurricane update, I now bring a Hullcracker with me every other raid, since the fireflies join wasps and hornets in their patrol, and sometimes comets can drop up to 3 at a time. This new Ark being teased sadly seems like another marriage of 2 existing Ark, basically a Rocketeer with Queen lasers from hell, assumingly being just as volatile, if not more, than its Rocketeer cousin. The Hullcracker is also very good for crowd control, as a couple wasps can feel like an overwhelming swarm. I learned from the hidden bunker and farming trials that the Hullcracker is a quick and easy cleanup tool too. My theory on the Flashpoint event is we will activate some form of in-world horde or wave-based activity for loot, only given the fact these beacons look very similar to snitch scanners. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I hope you found it helpful. leave a like and drop a comment. Let me know what you think of it, or if you'd like to see more guides like this or any other games. I'm honestly hooked and love Arc Raiders. I also love editing, so this is a lot of fun. I've also been streaming on Twitch for a couple years. I try to do it pretty regularly, so check me out there in the link in the description. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in a flashpoint. See you topside. Peace out.
Oh, hell no! Mayo, no!
Also bring grenades to complement your situation. For example, control explosives. If you can't get around the